Hello, here we are live. So I thought I'd just do one at a crazy time and see what happened. Adrienne is already with us. She's always with us as well, which is what I nearly said. And she is still here, which is great stuff. But hey, guys, if anybody is on their way to work, do please drive carefully. It's middle of the day here in UK. And I just thought I'd see what happened because occasionally when I go live at this time, it fills up with people, which is no bad thing. If you're watching the upload of this video, a very warm welcome. Thanks so much for looking in to Merlin's Mountain today. It is my great privilege to be here and to do some readings for you. And we will see if people appear. We will do cards and stuff. Here's a card for everybody watching, which at this very moment is Adrienne. Oh, no, someone else is here. Wow. Do come and say hello. Anyway, right, the Miriam Sacred Vision. Okay, this is our kind of card of the day, and it's for everyone. And it says, choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Hi, Jane the Seeker. Hi, Elizabeth Hayes. It's building up already. I know this is a crazy time, really, but I thought I'd give it a try. I really did. Maybe Celtic Tarot Sheila's going to be around as well. That would be so cool. Anyway, yeah, choose to forgive in order to heal. Healing is a choice, just like forgiveness is a choice. And if you can actually take both of those things on board, then you can do great things, not just for yourself, but for other people as well. And what it does is super important as well, actually. Nothing selfish about that whatsoever. When you look after yourself, you're able to give more to other people. And that is really what it's all about. That is kind of how it happens. So also see the light in all, and believe me, friends, there is light in everybody. Even like the politicians that we love to hate, there is actually light in them. So I don't know where it is. Sometimes they do a pretty good job of hiding it. But I think you have to kind of hide your light to be a politician. I think that's how it works. I think if you shine your light too bright in politics, people will think, oh, this one's no good. This one's too honest. Like there's something wrong with having an honest politician. Maybe they exist somewhere, but I'm not aware of any in the UK. Anyway, so there's that. And it also says, remember that love has no boundaries. And, not much I can do to explain that one. It speaks very strongly for itself. Love has no boundaries. That is a very true thing. And so the card is telling you to remember that. And there she is again, or there they are again, the Miriam Sacred Vision. And there's that Vesica Pisces symbol at the bottom and in the center of the picture. Just reminding us all that when we follow this advice, when we follow the spiritual life, we actually do give birth to something. That's what the Vesica Pisces symbol is all about. It's birthing our ideas. It's even birthing our concerns and worries out into the world one way or another. But when we do that, we can actually draw healing to ourselves, because let's put those away for a minute. Because when we draw healing to ourselves, it really comes in very, very well and very easily as well. The healing powers are there out there in the universe, and they are ready to help and ready to heal. Hello, Geek Hillbilly, whose name might be Keith. Hello to you. Did I say hi to Jane the Seeker? Well, great to see you. Really. Okay, so you live in Eastern Kentucky, have yet to see an honest politician. The term honest politician is an oxymoron. I'm inclined to agree with you, actually. Although, in fairness, I should actually say we do have a political party in Wales. It's called Plaid Cymru, and it's basically, that means the Party of Wales in Welsh. And they're still pretty keen on helping people. I've actually had one of their, it's called an Arolwyr Senydd, which means member of parliament, which is kind of a senator. And one of those guys has been to my house 3 times because various problems that I've had over the years. So I kind of think they might possibly be honest, but you never know, do you? You really never know. So Adrienne has a question. Here we go. She's posted it above and I'm seeing it. Okay. We had a portal-like experience a couple nights ago. Could you tell me what that is? Wow. Okay. Well, I'm glad you've got so much confidence in me. What is coming to me, Adrienne, is that this is actually a rebirth thing, and the energies that were coming through at that point were to lead you on a new path. Um, this would also make some sense of some difficulties you've been having. I'm feeling that there's been some kind of big-ish worries going on. I say big-ish. This doesn't sound like anything you can't handle, but you might very well have been wondering how the hell it happened and what all this was about. I'm seeing a fish, no doubt about it. I'm just wondering what the fish represents. Hi, Rupali, by the way. Good afternoon, madam, or good evening. Okay, do you know what the fish is, Adrienne? Is that making any sense? Adrienne says, I saw a grey fog in the room. Go on. I've clicked on it. I saw a grey fog in the room, not a grey frog, a grey fog, and bursts of pale blue lights in the dark. Pale blue lights tend to be a symbol of divine protection, very much associated with Archangel Michael, Adrienne. And what I'm going to do actually is going to pick up the Ascendant. No, they're not there. The Keepers of the Light Oracle cards, and see if we get any clarification there. So give me a card for Adrienne that's going to point her in the right direction here. Let's have a card for Adrienne and find out what is happening. Okay. Cut the deck, they say. Oh, I had this card out just the other day, actually, in one of the most recent readings I've done. Mahavatar Babaji, Soul Expansion. That is what's going on, essentially. Grey fog. Now, grey sounds like a bit of darkness, a bit worrying, but that's not what it feels like to me as I tune into it. It sounds a lot like something that I often see when I go to take a service in a spiritualist church. If the room kind of looks misty for no apparent reason, I know there's a lot of spiritual energy about. And, seeing spirit guides sometimes comes in the form of seeing the energy. And we don't always know what it means. But this means there's a lot of spirit guides about, rather than kind of one that I could pin a name on. Although the fish keeps coming back to me. It says here on the card, your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. And the point of that, Adrienne, is it's a new way forward. Okay, we sort of learn, then we eventually reach a level where we're ready to go forward and ready for new things to happen, ready to go in a new direction with what we've learned and go onwards and upwards. So I feel sure that's what it's about. Another card fell out as I was doing that. When another one falls out, it's always good to read it. It says the Holy Spirit, and it says expect miracles, and that's what I'm focusing on for you, Adrienne. It says remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. And that would explain the grey fog and the bursts of pale blue light. Now, pale blue is a wonderful colour. Blue is a wonderful color. There is that Archangel Michael link, that protection, which is great as you're moving forward onto a new level of spiritual work, for sure. But also the fact that it's a pale blue light, it's making me think of the crystal celestite, which is a very uplifting stone. And it's a stone of connection to the angelic realms, really. So angels were about there at the same time. The only advice here, remember that only love is real, okay? The great bit is, it says miracles will occur naturally, okay? So no need to be surprised that miracles are happening for you, Adrienne. You've kind of walked the long road to reach the point where you're kind of entitled for that to happen. And I know you're not an entitled kind of a person, but, sometimes people are entitled to move forward when they've been through stuff. Miracles will occur naturally and spirit has your back. So that is what I'm picking up there. If you can think of what the fish means, I would be delighted to know, Adrienne. I really would, because I saw a fish. I don't believe it was a Christian fish, just because I'm kind of asking my guides and getting the feeling that wasn't what it was about. But hey, there you go. I hope that's helped you, my friend. I really do. And I wish you well with it, because you are going places. And You do have a chunk of celestite. Wonderful. I had a beautiful chunk of celestite a few years ago, but I really screwed up. You aren't supposed to cleanse celestite in water, as I'm sure you know, because it kind of makes the little kind of bits that it's made of all dissolve and come apart. But mine got really dusty. I was doing some dusting and a big load of dust fell on it. And I thought, if I just wash it once under the tap very quickly under the faucet, it'll take all the dust off, and I'll put it on the radiator to dry. So I did that. And then over the period of about 3 months, it just fell apart. I tried making earrings out of it, but it wouldn't stick into the, what's that called now? Say this thing. Findings. It wouldn't fit into the findings, so that was unfortunate. But great stuff. That sounds like good news to me. And of course, you are connected. Of course, stuff is happening. Okie dokie. The fish is an abundance on money in Lenormand, among other things. Adrienne, if that's what it means to you, that's what it means. I'm sure about that. Okay, and you know a lot more about the Lenormand than I do, certainly. Okay. Right, let's move on. I've missed loads of questions. I know. Let's get going. Jane the Seeker was next, I believe. I'm going to say hello to Lauren Huntsinger, who is also with us. To G as well. Hi to you, G. This is great. And hi to everyone who's joined us that I haven't seen. Oh, yeah, Ariel is here. Ariel OG. I was thinking about you the other night. One of my favorite songs is Ariel by Dean Friedman. And I was just playing it on YouTube and kind of mentally dancing to it. And I thought of you. So great to have you with us, Ariel. Hope that you guys don't mind this new crazy time. But it looks like we're filling up with people, which is great. We are a small family, but that is very, very much how it works on this channel. I'm not really trying to be a YouTube. I'm using YouTube to reach the people I need to reach. And there's 12 people with us at the moment. It doesn't seem a lot, but it is, it's really great. If I go out and do a spiritualist church, I'm lucky to reach 20 people all in, and I'm sure many more people will be watching this as an upload. And of course, it becomes available as an upload as soon as the live show finishes. So hi to all of you, wherever you are and whenever you are watching, because the great thing about YouTube is these messages sit here for you to tune into anytime in the future, whoever you are, wherever you are. Jane the Seeker, question: I'm beginning to develop my mediumship gifts. Am I on target? Yes, you very much are, Jane, because as soon as you started running that channel, there's mediumship involved there. And in fact, as long as you've been reading the tarot, I'm sure that's the case as well. Sometimes, people, just like I did in the early days, get this idea, maybe I'll just buy a deck of tarot cards and read it. And you think that's your decision. And it is, because we all have free will. So it is your decision, but you're guided to do that. Spirit want to work with you at that point. And a lot of people who read the tarot say, well, I'm not a medium, but there is mediumship going on, most definitely. So your gifts have been developing for some time, Jane. I'm sure you're on target. What I'm going to do is pull a quick tarot card for you on that and just kind of get some more direction, because I feel you just kind of like something directional at this moment, perhaps a bit like Adrienne with the grey fog and the pale blue lights there. You're wondering, exactly what it all means and exactly where it's all going. Oh, this is a nice one. Okay, from the Major Arcana, number 6, fine magical number, and the card is the Lovers, and there they go. It's not that they're kind of uneasy lovers, these two. If I bring it up closer, you can see they're not the happiest of people. Alice is happy, though. And in this card, Alice kind of represents the spiritual side coming in. So Lovers, in this sense, Jane, it's about Spirit coming in to work with you and a loving relationship building up between you and your guides. And I know you have a lot of love for your guides, because we've talked about this one various times, actually, but most particularly when I had the privilege of coming on your show with you, we were talking about this. I know you have a lot of love for your guides. This is kind of a reminder that they're showing you some love as well, which is a great thing. All I can say, Jane, is keep going. Okay, another aspect of this card In the background, you can see there is a bush, excuse me, a bush which has been trimmed into the shape of a heart. And this is really how, the journey into mediumship. People are born with that gift, right? And you were born with that gift, Jane. Every medium is born with the gift. But it's a bit like when a child plays a piano and just tink, tink, tink on the notes and, doesn't really make a tune. They are actually playing a piano at that point. They just need to learn to do it in a more complex way and in a way that makes sense of it and makes beautiful music come out. And that's the path you're on, Jane. That's the path we're all on. I've known I was a medium for about 14 years at this moment. But it was only about 11 years ago I started actually operating in churches, because it takes that 2 or 3 years to just learn how to present it to people and that kind of thing. And like Adrienne, Jane, you're going onwards and upwards, basically. All right, we work and work, we reach a level, and if we reach that level when we've actually got all the gifts around us that we need to go on to the next level. Okay. All good gifts around us are sent from heaven above, as the hymn says. So thank the Lord. Oh, thank the Lord for all his love. Why ever not? Okay, let's try. I bet I've missed a ton of questions here, trying to hang on to it, though. Okay. Oh, and Jane, you've hit 500 subs. Wonderful. Wonderful, Jane. It can take quite a long time with YouTube. It really can. It took me something like 13 years, I think, to reach my 1,000 subscriber mark. And, I'm sure you're going to go onwards and upwards with that. But congratulations on that. That is absolutely great. Little bit of my own advice here, right? I was under the impression that once I reached 1,000 subscribers, I would kind of suddenly YouTube algorithm would go a bit easier on me and they'd promote me more. Not so. And I ended up in hospital trying to keep it up. I just burned myself out. So keep on plodding, Jane. Okay, but you're doing well. I know you're going to have a big channel before too long as well. So, great. And congratulations on that. Let's say hello to Rupali. Hello, madam. Lovely to have you with us. Has Neeraj made a decision to offer me updated salary package within a week? I already offered job, but I'm negotiating. What I want to say is don't negotiate too hard, Rupali, because you're a valuable character. You're very bright, in terms of intelligence, and you've got a bright kind of personality, which is kind of, magnetic for people and which will draw good things to you. I would get into that job, get the best deal you can, but then get into that new level of working that you come into, and I'm sure you'll go higher and higher with that. Let's ask the pendulum. Bring out the pendulum. Has Neeraj made a decision to offer Rupali the updated salary package within a week? It says yes. It doesn't say what the decision is, but it says yes, Rupali. Okay, so that looks like good news for you. Earlier on up there, you mentioned that I don't go live anymore. Well, here I am live. I regret that I don't go live every week like I did for a long time. By way of it, I'll be quick with this because it's not exactly spiritual or cosmic. For a very long time, I was coming to you live through a copper wire, which went something like 7 kilometers. I'm not sure what that is in miles, probably like 6 miles, I think, something like that. And it was a 62-year-old copper wire by the time I finished with it. And it just broke, it just broke. So now I'm on 4G wireless broadband with a different provider. And it's crazy. I get cosmic download speed. I can watch HD video, which I never could with the wire. But sadly, the upload speed is very, very much slower. And it was always very slow before, but it's a bit slower than it used to be. And I can't always get a live link. I'm surprised it's working right now in the middle of the day, but it is. And that's why I'm not around as much as I was. But I will be making more upload videos, and I will go live whenever I can, okay? Because I love going live, working this way and talking to you guys. Hi, Nancy Angel Wolf. Hi, Rackdon. Hi, Patty Nungaray. Jane the Seeker, you have been subscribed to by Adrienne, which is good news. You get some good energy coming in that way. Okay. Right. Now then. I'm going to scroll back a bit. Hello, Marvida Dragonfly. You saw me with Danny Shay. It was great. A year or more ago. Yes, it was a long old time, actually. And I must get in touch with Danny. I haven't chatted with Danny for a long time. But Bathrobe Tarot, guys, don't go just yet. Wait till the end of the show. But go and take a look at Bathrobe Tarot, where Danny Shay works. He is brilliant. Works closely with spirit guides as well. And like I once said, the cards never lie, and that's a very true thing, actually. And if any of you guys are learning to read cards in the beginning, that's the number one foundational thing to know. The cards don't lie. That's a fact. You know, even if you pull a card, I can't believe I've got this for this person. Doesn't make sense. It makes sense behind the scenes somewhere in the spiritual realms. Jane has seen angels all her life, and you've been hearing things as well. Great stuff. I'm not too surprised, Jane. You're really in the zone. And I feel the lovers is what you are connected to. Yes, indeed. Okay, well, great stuff. Hi, Nancy Angel Wolf. Here we go. Oh, sending healing. Let's all take a minute and send some healing to Nancy Angel Wolf. Let's do that just for a minute, okay? Oh, you're going through an evil migraine episode. Or maybe you pronounce it migraine there. I know what that's like, Nancy. I've been blessed not to have a migraine for many, many years, donkey's years, long, long time. But I've been through them. They're horrible. They really are. So, you know, send you some healing there. And I really hope that works out for you. They're so difficult because you don't, you know, for example, drinking water might help, but you feel too kind of sick to drink water and you just don't want to move your head or anything. That's what I remember. If I moved my head, almost as if I'd had too much to drink, even though I hadn't, you know. Crazy stuff. Okay, good luck with that though, Nancy. And thanks, guys, for sending healing to Nancy with me. Rackdon, what are Manu feelings for me, please? Okay, let's see if we can find out, my friend. Let's see if we can find out. I'm going to go into the tarot. I think that'll give us some good direction on this one. Okay, we will see where we get. 16 people on board. Wonderful. Welcome. If I haven't welcomed you yet, please note you are welcome. You really are. Okay. Card we've got here for you is a very positive one, Rackdon. This is number 19 in the Major Arcana. So it's strong energy, powerful energy, and it is the Sun. And this basically means things are ready to happen. Third reading I've done in this show where something good is ready to happen. Looks good for you. I think her feelings are pretty strong, judging by this one. And the thing is, though, right, this is taking you to a new level, and it's going to take her to a new level. You've got lots of energy coming together and mingling, and that can take some time. The feeling I've got is right at this moment, Manu is not too sure. Yeah, but it's going to happen. You're going to get a chance to get together. It looks to me like things are going to work out pretty strongly, but it can be a long road to getting these things to happen, Rackdon. It really can. I'm very well, by the way. Thank you kindly for asking. I hope you're doing okay too, Rackdon. Okay. Now then, I'm going to go to Elizabeth Hayes. I missed this one ages ago, and I sort of remembered, so I went back to find it. Oh, here we go. Let's put this one up. This one looks more fun. Is my mum around, and does she have anything to say to me? Right. First thing to say is yes, she is around. Feels to me like something's moved, either in your home or in your car, somewhere you go a lot, maybe even at work, but a place you're in a lot. Something has moved. You kind of lost it and wondered how it moved. That's just a little sign that someone special is around, in this case, your mum. I'm going to add to that for everyone listening and for everyone who's not listening in the hope that they might listen one day. That's my affirmation, touching wood and holding my crystal. Those who love us and pass to the other side are actually always, they can always see us, they come closer, they go back into the shadows, and they kind of stay hidden because it's our lives now, their life has passed and now it's our life, and we've got to make the best of it that we possibly can. But they all are always around. They really are always around. Okay, I'm reaching for cards and I'm drawn to Moonology to just get an idea of what it is your mum wants to say to you. I'm going to ask her guides and my guides too, to make sure I come up with the right card here. So let's have a shuffle. Please give me a card that tells Elizabeth Hayes what her mum is saying to her. And yeah, she will have something to say to you, I'm sure, because I've got the cards in my hand. And what we've got is... it's one of those answers that leads you to more questions, really. It says, the answers you need are coming. The answers you need are coming. And it's a full moon in Gemini. So you've got questions, Elizabeth. I feel these questions are around wondering what the hell's going on in life, because life is change, but you've had rather a lot of change in recent times. And it's not been easy for you, Elizabeth. That's what I feel. Not been easy for you at all. But your mum knows about that, okay? And when the answers start coming, you'll get places. You really will. And I'm going to say that you should look out for answers sometime around the end of Mercury retrograde. I'm going to have a sneak peek when Mercury retrograde ends, or at least I will when the page loads. I'm waiting for that page to load now, and then I'll tell you. Let's take a look. Here it is. Okay, September 2022, Mercury actually goes retrograde on Saturday the 10th and comes out of retrograde on... Surely not. No, it can't go. I'm not sure what this calendar is saying. I'm really not. Okay, but I think it goes direct again on the 2nd of October. So basically it goes on through the great majority of September. We are actually already in what they call the pre-shadow to Mercury retrograde, Elizabeth and everyone. Mercury retrograde is when Mercury moves backwards. Right now, Mercury is still moving forwards, but slowing down. So we start to get into the effects of Mercury retrograde. And this is what's bringing up the questions. When we get to the post-shadow of Mercury retrograde in October, that's when the answers really start coming. Okay, but Mum is with you. Mum is on the case. She's watching you. She says she's got her fingers crossed for you with both hands as well. So things are going to go places. Things are going to look up. Things are most certainly going to improve. Thanks for your question, Elizabeth. Love and light and blessings and peace to you. Okay, right. Now then, where are we going? Where are we going? Apologies if I missed your question. Adrienne is driving to work at the moment, and I'm not going to ask her to try and be a moderator, because you've got to keep your eyes on the road these days. So I'm just trying to find the questions as best I can. That's how we roll, Not everyone gets their question answered, sadly, but the people who are meant to get an answer today will get one today. If not, keep on watching. Hit the subscribe button, whatever you do, and then you'll get notified of future sessions. And if I don't get to your question today, hopefully I will get to it then. Tessie, hello. I forgot to put a question mark. Fair enough. Same question. I want to move, but the prices have gone up. Will be able to increase my income to afford it? I'm miserable where I live. Well, we can't have you in a miserable situation like that, Tessie. Okay, let's see. First of all, let's see what the pendulum says. Straight yes or no to that, please. That's the spirit of the pendulum. You would be amazed at how effective the spirit of the pendulum is. Absolutely fantastic. I'm also going to ask my guide, Rosalie, at this point to help with this one. I'm sure she's always here helping. But Rosalie, I'm calling you in right now. So please help us with this. Okay. Yes, you will be able to increase your income to afford it. I'm I feel this is going to happen fairly quickly. Okay, Tessie, someone up there has heard you on this. Someone really has. Let's pull a tarot card to get some more clarification on that one. 8 of Wands. Right, yeah, I knew it in a way. Well, I suppose I didn't know it or I wouldn't have had to pull the card. But this card, 8 of Wands, very fast-moving progress, right? This is fire sign energy associated with Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. So it's fiery. The Wands are all about things happening, getting things done. If I'd got a sword card, I would have said you've got to, kind of worry about it a bit longer. But no, answers are coming quickly for you, Tessie. Really, I wish you all the best with that. I wish you well. I want to thank you for joining us, Tessie. Don't know if we've met before, but great to have you with us. Thanks so much for being here. And yeah, we totally all wish you the very best with all of that. Sharon Sipe is on board. Great to see you, Sharon. Great to see you. Just scrolling and looking for questions that I might have missed here. Okay. Oh, this is not a question. This is a comment, but it's a true one. The Merc is wreaking havoc already here. Yeah, she means Mercury retrograde, not a Mercedes-Benz, but at least I think she does. Mercedes-Benzes are too expensive. Don't go there. But yeah, Mercury, I can imagine. It's wreaked a fair bit of havoc in my life as well. My car at the moment is falling apart. I just paid out a huge amount of money to get it through its annual safety check. And now one of the lights has kind of fallen in where I can't reach it. So I'm going to have to take the front apart to get the light out. And just communication generally is tricky. But I will say one thing about communication at this moment, right? I don't know about you guys, but I love shortwave radio. I like to hear people talking from all over the world. I know we can do that on the internet, but I've been doing it with radios ever since I was a kid. And right at the moment, shortwave reception, which is everything to do with long distance communication, is working like an absolute dream. So not all is bad. Not all is bad. Adrienne kindly reminds me that G has a question above. Let's scroll up. I saw that one a second ago, but I kept on moving. Any messages for me, Andy? Thank you so much. You're very welcome. Let's get stuck in and see what we can find out. Okay, and that is actually a very wise way to ask a question, G. I know you've got stuff on your mind, but quite often when you ask spirit guides a question, they will reply in a way that doesn't seem to answer your question, but they're telling you what you need to know about that question and whatever you need to know about life. So eventually it will make sense. I'm feeling actually that progress is, you've got some progress that's going really well for you at the moment, G. You've put quite a lot of work in as well, but somehow something's not working out just as it should, and that's not your fault. Okay, you can only do so much with the energies you've got around you in this world, and I mean worldly energies. Spirit energies around you are really, really good, but yeah, we can only do so much in this world. Basically, you've got to reach out and grab what's yours, what's rightfully yours at this time. And that might mean cutting out the dead wood, and just pushing ahead regardless of anything else. But that's the thing to do. Keep going. And also coming to me, G, it is, really reach for the stars, okay? Don't limit your expectations about life. Okay, we don't know what's coming down the pike, so we can't very well expect it, but get your manifesting head on if you can, meditate, ask the angels, ask the universe for what you really want, even if that's like beyond your wildest dreams, because something good is coming to you. I'm absolutely sure. Let's pull a card or two and have a look. Okay. All right, the Hanged Man. This says it all, G, and this is where the question is coming from, I feel. Okay, the Hanged Man, Major Arcana, it's fairly intense, but basically you're hanging about. Things aren't really moving forward for you. The great things is, though, that things aren't moving backwards for you, okay? This isn't like 2 steps forward and 1 step back, although it would be if you tried to go for it right this minute. But just, keep on keep on visualizing and believing that the best is going to come to you, because it won't be long before you actually get moving again. In this card, there is actually a clock in the background, and that clock is ticking. Things are moving, so you will actually be moving forward, G. Love the doggy in your picture, by the way. That looks a great dog. It really does. I don't have any dogs myself because the food is so expensive, but I absolutely love dogs. They're great energy. And why am I drawn to look at the dog? Right, okay, you've got a spirit animal who is protecting you at this time as well, G. That's going on too. So all is looking pretty good for you at this moment. Well, no, it's not looking great because nothing's moving. But as you look forward into the future, good things are coming down the pike. Absolutely sure about that. Okie dokie. Right, let's go to Geek Hillbilly. Hello. Andy, I drive a 4-cylinder 1999 Ford Ranger pickup, 219,000 miles on it. Wow, that's loads. And it looks almost new. Refitted it with new LED headlights. A truck is more practical than a car. I get that. Yeah, I've got an SUV. It's 2008, so it's a bit younger, but it is falling apart. But you can put the seats down, and it's got a really big back space for carrying stuff about. Well handy. I sort of supply my I've got like a big veg garden, and I move all the fertilizer and stuff with that. Okie dokie. Right. Malvita Dragonfly is away, so see you soon too. She says, see you soon, Andy and everyone. Peace, love and light. Same to you from me and from all of us, I'm sure, Malvita, and thanks for being with us. Okay. Elizabeth, Mercury retrograde is keeping me from getting a registered letter from my mum's lawyer. Question mark. Possibly. It's very much to do with communication. Here's a card on that one, Elizabeth. Right, so things are all oh no, my stream started cutting out. I hope it keeps going for a fair bit longer. I'd like to get an hour out of this one if I possibly can. Just feels like an hour is a good length of time. But yeah, you know, things come in the end, and it will come in the end, because this is the King of Cups. Okay, Cups, very emotional, water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And I feel that the Cancer energy is applying here, Elizabeth, in quite a big way. Cancers can be very grouchy, very grumpy people, but it's because they want the best for us. And this is taking time, because eventually the best is actually going to come to you. That's what this is showing here. The cups are the journey, and it's rough seas by the look of it. So quite worrying for you, I'm sure. But one of the things about Mercury retrograde is, right, and I don't claim to know how this works. This sounds like a crazy thing to say, but I am going to say it because it's true. I know it to be true. Mercury retrograde always teaches us something, okay? And it nearly always brings us out better off than we were before. How can that apply to everyone in the world during a particular few weeks of Mercury retrograde? I've no idea, but I'm sure that the way it works, although it's hidden from our everyday eyes, I am sure that life somehow times itself to line up with the planets, because I do a lot of astrology as well. I've got an astrology channel which I've been neglecting. I must get back onto that, actually. But yeah, somehow our lives are like timed in the general cogwheels of things. They lock up, all the gears turn, and these things happen for a reason at a particular time. But you're going to get there, Elizabeth, okay? You're going to get that letter. And the way I see it, it's not going to be bad news either. Okay, I pulled another card, Ace of Wands. All right, so you'll get progress, and it'll be better than you expect, okay? Because there's a divine element with the Ace of Wands. That hand holding out a wand is kind of like the universe holding out a hand to you. You just can't see it yet because it hasn't happened yet. It's quite natural. I know the feeling, but you know, like I said to someone earlier, something good is coming down the pike in that particular direction. Okay, good luck with it, Elizabeth. We all wish you well. I am sure. I am absolutely sure. Adrienne is Cancer Sun and Moon. Not always grumpy, Sagittarius rising. Great stuff. I know you're not always grumpy. In fact, I'm surprised if you're grumpy at all. You seem a very positive thinker, and that is great stuff. But if there's grumpiness there, it's positive grumpiness. It's coming from a place of love, Adrienne. I really am sure. Okay. Right, Shivi. Okay. Yes, you can definitely ask a question, my friend. I'm going to wait a minute for you to type it in, and we'll see where we get. Okay, I would be very happy to answer a question. Anyone watching, if you didn't know yet, I don't work a list. Adrienne is very good at reminding me if I've missed somebody's question, but I don't work to a list. I work with spirit guides, especially two spirit guides in particular. Twig Brother, whose name used to be the name of this channel, and he's a Native American medicine man from the Oglala Sioux, and Rosalie, who was what you might call a Romany fortune teller in Europe, Spain, I believe. Many moons ago. How long ago, I don't know, but she is great at answering people's questions. So we work together. I'm looking out for your question, Shivi. If you would like to, type it in there, I will do it. Good morning, Beverly. Nice to see Beverly Spencer. Sorry. That's my Beverly sensor kicking in there. Great to see you, Beverly Spencer. And Beverly, as always, thanks for all the love and support you show to this channel. This is great. This is great. Okay. Right. Nancy, I'm going to quickly look for yours. Still going to do your... Hi, Teresa Baltazar. Nice to see you. And hi, Steve. Great to have you guys with us. It really is. And as Teresa says, don't forget to tap on the like button. Important stuff, that. Really helps the channel, really helps the algorithm. Okay. Still looking for... Oh, here we go, Nancy Angel Wolf. What is it? I forget who I'm with now. Okay. Right. Yeah, it was Nancy Angel Wolf. Let's see if I can find it again. Scrolling up and down. I wish there was a page that kind of showed you everything, I really do. I really do. But it only shows us a little bit at a time. I saw it a second ago. I really did. Here we go. Nancy Angel Wolf. Righty tighty. If there's no more questions, is there a message I most need to hear right now? Okay, let's see. Right. Something's telling me this isn't too urgent, but it is playing on your mind at the moment, so we'll answer it, okay? Excuse me, let's just quickly rehydrate. Okay, fast-moving energy, but a lot of thoughts going on in your head at the moment. Answers will come, okay? And the answers are coming in fairly quickly. Just live with the questions that are going on in your mind, okay? Because there's a lot of them. I know there's too many of them for you to actually type them in. Because this includes stuff that you haven't really thought about yet, okay? It's a long thought process going on, Nancy. But when the answers come, it'll come quickly. The important thing is that you try to be your best self, regardless of anything else that's happening or what might seem to be happening. Try and live your best life. Try and be your best self, okay? Because things are going places for you, my friend. They really are. They really are. I'm going to go to Catherine H at this point because I missed your question about 10 times so far. Thank you for your patience. Okay, hello from Daytona Beach, Florida. That sounds like the place to be. Gosh, the fall is kicking in big style in Wales at the moment. Lovely sunny day at the moment, but it rains heavily in the mornings. I like to cook outside, and I've been having to use the gas cooker indoors again. Hey, what are you going to do about it? Were my two sons and I in conflict in previous lives? Not a really big conflict, okay? There was definitely some conflict going on there, but it was kind of no one's fault. And in the eternal scheme of things, it was sort of okay. I don't feel that energy is carrying forward at the moment, but let's just ask Rosalie. Would you get on the pendulum, please, Rosalie, and just give us a yes or no to this question from Catherine H. Were my two sons and I in conflict in previous lives? Yeah, but that's a very small pendulum movement here. Yeah, yes, you were right, but it wasn't. It wasn't like a deadly conflict, you know. It wasn't going to have a really terrible effect on it. Let's do you a card on that as well. Okay, the Tower. Right, the Tower. Okay, so yeah, here we have symbolic of a conflict, I guess. And as a lot of you know, most of you know by now, I expect, the Tower of Destruction is like a crazy thing happens. It seems crazy bad, but you come out in a better place. And basically, whatever conflict that was, resolved things on an eternal scale. Okay, so it's gonna be okay. Of course, they weren't your sons in that previous lifetime that I'm particularly focusing on here, and it was only in one lifetime that this conflict came up. Yeah, on a soul level, it was more of like a romantic relationship, you know, and it just, you know, things didn't work out. But things often don't work out for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. And yeah, Tower of Destruction, fireworks going on all over the place. But if you look at the image on this card, which is the Tarot in Wonderland version of the Tower of Destruction, you can see Alice, the child, has tried to pull the tablecloth off, knocked all the stuff on the floor, but didn't mean any harm. And the Queen standing in the background looks a bit fed up, looks a bit worried, but she isn't angry, you know. There's no anger with this card. This is just, you know, something that has to happen to move things on. All right. I'm sure if you've got conflict in this life, you will actually be able to resolve it fairly quickly, Catherine. Just try and keep an open mind, and remember that love is the most powerful energy in the world. Really hope that helps you, Catherine. Let's go to Beverly at this point. May I have a card from Spirit? Yes, you most certainly can, Beverly. Okay, it's nice to see you too. I always try and radiate positive energy if I can, Beverly, but it's my spirit guides working through me that do that. I can be such a miserable old so-and-so. You probably know that when I talk about liking listening to radios, because old men like me who repair radios are usually pretty grumpy. Not all of them. Oh, by the way, let me mention a channel I found, right? This is an old guy who repairs radios, but he has another channel. It's called Ray's Ghost and Pirate Radio Stories. There are some wonderful ghost stories on there. He tells a wonderful ghost story. Check him out. He's an English guy. He's a bit older than me, but his ghost stories are fantastic. Ray's Ghost and Pirate Radio Stories, because pirate radio was a thing here. But yeah, Beverly, okay, I'm just waffling while the information builds up in my head. Card for you, Green Tara, Supreme Protection. Now, I know, Beverly, that you are always sort of trying to push forward in one way or another. You've got a lot of forward motion about you, and I feel you're in... There's either a relationship going well or you're attracting a good relationship to yourself at this moment. It says here from Green Tara, Supreme Protection, you are protected, cords are being cut, move beyond limitation and trust. Okay, so the protection is good. Okay, fear nothing. There's nothing to fear when protection is good. Of course, we've always got to be careful. There's an old Christian saying, Jesus loves you, but don't forget to lock your bicycle up. In other words, kind of, you know, the divine energies will help and protect you from anything and with any difficult situation, but you've kind of got to do your best. Okay, so do be careful, but things are looking pretty good. This card is great because with that Supreme Protection, it doesn't like mean there's something to be scared of. It more means like there's nothing to fear, because whatever's going on, that protection is there. I love this card, Green Tara. And Melanie Mayone Radford, if you are watching this in the future, which I suspect you may very well do, I know you love that card too. I know it has great meaning for you. Okay. Right, I hope that helps you, Beverly. God bless you, and thanks so much for being here. Looking at your profile picture, I used to read profile pictures. The internet's a bit different now, and it doesn't work so good. But I'm getting a really good vibe from your profile picture, Beverly. It's like you've been a very passive kind of person, but now you're being active and making things happen. That's why that supreme protection from Green Tara is actually needed. But you may depend on it. Okay, you can count on it. There is a wonderful old saying from, I don't know if you've ever read the books of Thomas Hardy's, an ancient English author. Well, not ancient, but from what we'd call Victorian times, I guess. And his characters will say, ye may depend on it. And you may certainly depend on Green Tara. Thank you, Beverly. Adrienne has marked some past questions above a little ways back. Okay, I will go and look. And yeah, as Adrienne says, if Andy misses your questions, please repost. The show is getting long in the tooth now, but we got a good few minutes left, so I will do what I can. Okay. Ta-da. I'm glad you made it back, Nancy. I really am. Must be meant to be. Right, Shivy, I said I would actually, I said I'd come to your question. I'm sorry, I sort of wandered off there, but hey, there we go. It's all happening in the end. For a happy, lifelong and happy marriage, what is right and best for me and my higher self? Marrying my boyfriend or marrying the one my parents introduced me to? Okay, my feeling is marrying your boyfriend here, but let's ask the pendulum. We'll do it as 2 questions. Okay, for a happy, lifelong and happy marriage, what is right and best? Should Shivi marry her boyfriend? Pendulum standing still. I may have been mistaken. Let's take hold of it. For that same question, should Shivi marry the one her parents introduced her to? That's a yes, but it's an absolutely tiny yes. Okay, I would say there's everything to play for. Let's bring out the tarot and see what we can find out from the tarot. Okay, 4 of Wands. Okay, 4 of Wands. This represents a happy family occasion. It's important that everyone's on their best behavior at that big family occasion. This looks powerful. This looks like it's all family related, Shivi. And you'll have to forgive me here because being an English guy, we tend to find our own partners and marry who we love. And my goodness, it doesn't always work out for the best, not by a very, very long way. I've often thought that arranged marriages might be the best way forward. It wouldn't appeal to me, but this card suggests this is like a big family occasion. So it looks really positive on that second part of the question, marrying the one your parents introduced me to. Maybe it's going to go really well for you. I feel like your parents have chosen well. The only thing is, right, see the house in the background, lovely solid roof on it, but it's a house of cards. Okay, so I would feel you'd have to work at that relationship quite hard, and you'd have to know that whoever your parents are going to introduce you to is going to have to work quite hard at the relationship as well. But there are good things there. On a psychic level, Shivi, I want to say to you, don't walk away from your boyfriend. All right, you guys met for a reason. You really did. Okay, try and not wait and see there if you can. Obviously, you've asked this question, so obviously you need to kind of make a move before too long. But just, wait and see as much as you can. But 4 of Wands is great. It's action. It's very positive. It's fire sign energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And like the roaring lion of Leo, like the kind of firing the bow and arrow of Sagittarius, and like the kind of the ability to hold on, like Aries, the ram, they hold on and kind of push through things. This looks like things are going to work out pretty well, Shivi. Sorry, I've been a bit vague there, but I just don't, I'm an empty-headed Westerner. I don't understand arranged marriage, but I do understand that it can be a very good thing. And this card is definitely pointing you in that direction, Shivi. Hope that has helped you, my friend. I really do. Thanks for your question, and every blessing to you as we go along life's crazy road. Okay, and Shivi says, okay, thank you very much. Thank you, and God bless you. Peace to you. you know. Okay. So yeah, your answer really is the one your parents choose. I'm just saying, everyone we meet for a reason, okay? And your boyfriend is in your life for a reason. I don't feel it's time to cut him out of your life all of a sudden or anything like that. There's some more to come from that direction. Okay. Right. Let's go to SK. Hi, SK. Is your admission to SRCC imminent? Gave your exam on the 18th, so now you're thinking to ask the question again. Okay, I remember that question. Do you see me get used Honda Accord once I get into that college? Wow, okay. Hey, Honda's always good. Really is. The Honda badge says something about it. It says you're a reliable person who chooses a reliable car. It's always a good move to get a Honda. Yeah, my mum had a Honda and I learned to drive in a Honda. Great car, really great car. Let's do you a card on that. Bringing out another deck this time. Okay, work your light, Rebecca Campbell. It's not exactly a yes or no answer, but this is what Rosalie is telling me to do. Look into this deck and see what we get. Okay. Anna, grandmother of Jesus. So what's that got to do with the price of fish, as we say in the UK? Well, underneath it says, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. Okay. To the main question, I'm giving the same answer as I gave before. Yes, but it's not a straightforward route to that, okay? But as for the used Honda Accord, I don't see why not. And seeding the light, laying foundations, okay? You lay a very good foundation when you buy a Honda. Right, I should do a Honda advert, shouldn't I? A good ad for Honda and make myself a few $1 million along the way. But yeah, laying foundations, that's got used Honda written all over it, actually. Divine plan, looks like it's all in sync with the divine plan. And I wish you well with that, SK. My feeling is yes, okay? Let's try and be more specific. I'm going to ask the pendulum, though. Okay, what about the used Honda Accord for SK? Stop it twirling. Come on in, Rosalie, and tell us yes or no to the used Honda Accord. Yes, but not as soon as you think, okay? We got a small circle for yes and a little back and forth for not yet. Okay, very small back and forth. Not a negative answer, really, but kind of a not yet. You know, we can get a yes, we can get a no, we can get a not yet. And a not yet is a whole lot better than a no. It really is. It really is. Okay. Hello, G. Kim. Really nice to see you, G. Thanks for joining us. Crazy early time, I know, but hey, you know, it's just the way things roll at the moment. Okay. And SK, your family is going to buy you one, so asking for that car. Great stuff. Great stuff. Very wise, I think. Very wise. Okay. Beverly is saying, be listening but can't chat. So goodbyes for the day. Okay. Love and light to you, Beverly, and thanks for joining us. Have a blessed day, or we will. We will. It's that kind of day. And it's the nice thing about going live at this time, actually, because I'm catching you guys in the States and Canada bright and early, just as your day's starting. I might do this time again. I'm enjoying this. Seems pretty coolio to me. Okay. Now then. Let's put this one up from Sharon Sipe. Sharon does a lot of great work as a moderator for myself and other people. Celtic Tarot Sheila in particular, and I know many of us, like me, love Celtic Tarot Sheila. Great reader, great energy, and we get that great energy coming in through Sharon as well. She says, thanks for watching, and I say thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you have already, please hit it again, because YouTube keeps taking subscribers away. I've actually realized one of the reasons they do that is kicking out people who might be spammers. But you know what algorithms are like. They're probably kicking out a lot of people who aren't spammers as well. So do check and hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Why not drop a like on this video while you're about it as well? And here's the thing. paypal.me/Twig brother. If you can support me in my work, guys, I would be very grateful. Do not worry about it, whatever you do. I've just put the banner up there, which I forgot to do earlier. Really, don't worry. This is given freely. This is given freely, and Spirit are very good to me. Good things keep coming my way. I'm grateful and delighted to say. But wow, money's never been so tight. And I know that's the case in the States and Canada. It's the case all over the world at the moment. So do not worry about it. But if you can support me in my work, that would be really, really great because times are tight. PayPal.me/Twig brother. It is scrolling across your screen as well at this very moment. And also there's my Gmail address. And if you would like a private reading, there is my Gmail address. It is 35and83@gmail.com. 35and83@gmail.com. We'll arrange something. You may have to cross my palm with Silver a bit because I do work with a Romany guide, which is my great pleasure. But yeah, get in touch if you would like to. 35and83@gmail.com, and I'll be very happy to arrange a reading for you. Just email me for the hell of it if you want. It's always good to talk. It's always good to have contact with you guys. Lovely positive energy we've got on this channel. Actually, it's life isn't all love and light. It's a true thing. I've said yes to a lot of things, and that's usually the case, actually, because when you've got a question that you want to ask Spirit, it's usually because something is happening behind the scenes, and it's usually going to be something positive as well. And I think that's why we get so much yes coming out from the pendulum. I promise you, if it's a no, I'll tell you. You know, sometimes negative things come up, but they come up to be healed. So it's always good to know. Hi, Marlene V. Nice to see you. Well, guys, we're just about over the hour here, and I'm starting to get into that slightly burned out space that old Andy gets into. You know, I'm kind of just about a wreck, a physical wreck at the moment, and I'm getting older and my hair's falling out. Look at that. Oh, there's nothing left up there. So I'm going to bring this one to a close now. So sorry if I didn't get to your question. Here's a question. Let's do this. Let's make this the last. This is going to have to be the last question today, guys. Hi, Shiv. Nice to have you with us. What is the best career for me? Developer, automation, manager, teaching, CSR, consulting. Wow. Okay. You know what? I hope this isn't too infuriating, but it's like the middle three. Okay. Automation, manager, teaching. Okay, automation is the general direction to go in. I can see you reaching management at that. I can see you teaching that to people as well, Shiv. Hope that helps you, my friend. Okay, I've always got to say, okay, I totally believe in these, readings and these answers because the guides I work with have been with me for a long time. I totally trust them. They just do not get it wrong. But I've absolutely got to say, for the benefit of YouTube, okay, I can't remember what the expression is now. It's in the description below, okay? Yeah, readings are for entertainment purposes only. I can't make promises, okay? But I really feel strongly that that's the way we're going, Shiv, and I hope that helps you. Okay. Geek Hillbilly says, Andy, I'll do that. Great. Maybe we can trade tech tips. That would be cool. Oh, of course, being a British guy, I drive tiny little cars. A lot of the cars we have in Britain look just like the cars you have in the States, but they're much, much smaller because we have smaller roads and we don't have to drive as far, But yeah, that sounds good. Okay. Well, we've got another question. Go on, I'll do another question. Why ever not? Okay, I've got to knock it off after this one, guys, because it's like they pull the plug out and I just kind of start running out of energy. Radha Gupta. Come on, let's have this on the screen. What will be the sun zodiac sign of my future spouse? Okay. Let's see. It's Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Leo. I'm saying Leo, Radha. I really hope that helps you, my friend. Okay. Yeah, actually, Radha, thank you. It is a case in point. Okay. The reason I don't do super chats, as I used to do them, okay, YouTube keep about a third of the money. And I know you guys don't want to just send money to YouTube. then I have to pay a whole lot of tax on it. For every $100 you send, I get about $20, and that's why I stopped doing it. But I do have a page at ko-fi.com/twig. That's coming across your screen at the moment, and so is my PayPal address, paypal.me/twig brother. If you'd like to help, please do, my friend. That would be really welcome. But believe me, friends, I'm really happy to do this. Spirit always look after me. But thank you very much, Rod. I know you'd send me a super chat if you could, and I really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, that's the other thing. As Adrian says, YouTube just wouldn't pay me. They probably would in the end, but I filled out their forms and I sent them all my tax info and everything many times, and they just kept saying, "Oh, this is wrong, this is wrong." So there's nothing I could do about it. You can't really phone up YouTube. You can't really phone up Google. If I could, I would. But hey, watch this space. Maybe that'll become a reality at some time. That would be coolio. Okay. I like this one. My neighbours have a Mini Cooper, constant velocity transmission. It's giving them fits. I bet. Yeah, we know that car in UK. We have them. Yeah, crazy. The 1960s Minis were fantastic, but the new ones, avoid. Really. Okay. Well, on that note, hey, great talking to you, geek. Let's keep in touch. Let's do that. That's going to be great, guys. Big love, big light to you. Thanks so much for being with me on this live. I've really enjoyed it. We'll do another one at this kind of time of day pretty soon because it seems to work really nicely. So I look forward to seeing you all again in a future video. Hit the subscribe button so you get notified. Look out for lives. Look out for uploads. They're coming up all the time. Kaz says, hello, Kaz. Hi, Andy. Thank you for sharing your time and connection. Cheers. Thank you for sharing your lovely positive energy, Kaz. Great to have you with us. So on that note, friends, please drop a like on this one if you've enjoyed it. Leave me a comment. We will share the journey. This video is available as an upload to watch as soon as it finishes, which is going to be any second now. So look out for that one. And if you missed the answer to your question, check out the upload, okay? Because it's automatically uploading as we go. Check out the upload. Maybe you'll find the answer. Maybe you'll be drawn to someone else's answer, and that will actually answer something for you. That very often happens. Sometimes in a spiritualist church, I'll give someone a message channel from spirit, and afterwards someone else will say, that message works for me as well, and that's great. We call it a 2 for the price of 1. Sometimes on YouTube it can be 100 for the price of 1. This is how it works. This is how we roll. Thumbs up, leave me a comment, we'll share the journey. Email me, Gmail me, and I will see you again in a future video, friends. Love, light, big thanks to the moderators too, and blessings, and of course,